Hello, IJ76 Ian here. Welcome to round 4 officially of the Indycar season. Project Cars 2 this is on PlayStation 4. This is Tier 2. Round 3 is officially actually the qualifying for this. I managed to qualify fairly well. 5th place on the grid. A bit of a leap into the unknown. My first really ever oval race. Probably the same for a few of the guys. So we've had 2 formation laps. And we're going to try and take advantage and get past Giorgio. We don't react particularly well, but we're not under great pressure yet from behind. Oasis fan there in the blue car, and Michelle now coming through the yellow car, who's coming up close to us. And this first phase of the race, for some reason I seem to have poor top speed. My gearing was the same as it was in qualifying. Actually later in the race, after a couple of pit stops, I suddenly found a lot of speed and it came back, so I think there was damage, which is not actually caught on this clip here. I must have brushed the wall somewhere, so I was able to hold 6th place quite well, but some guys were coming up to lap me really quite comfortably. So lap 11, we're still in 6th place. Very much on our own though, not particularly interesting race so far. See some guys are making some pit stops already, as through the inside of us goes Wim Stradamus. So, and there's a strange leap there, which is a bit of a glitch, which was happening all race. So we're down to 7th, but you can see how quickly these guys are pulling away. I had tried it with 6th gear, but actually that was slightly slower for me in my setup in 5th gear. So we've come in for our first scheduled pit stop, just after lap 30. And we plan to make 4 pit stops, 4 shorter stints. We did have some repair and the car got a little bit better. Here we are though on lap 49. I'm right in the middle of a load of traffic, people lapping me, and if you see in the rearview mirror there, unfortunately I understeered in the dirty air from the 3 cars in front, tapped the wall on the inside and then came back on, and Lamaro was an unfortunate victim, so apologies to him for that. He ended up on his roof, although he did recover and finish 4th later on the race. So we're in the heady heights of 3rd place here, and Michelle loses it. Oh, and that was so nearly a terrible crash for ourselves. We've lost a bit of time, but we didn't hit anything, so we live to fight another into 3rd place. Now this is on lap 62, so this is our 2nd pit stop we've made. The stint lasts a little bit longer, and again, so we're putting on fuel for 30 laps and new tyres, and nothing much happened. We stayed in 3rd, and then this is our 3rd scheduled stop, which we tried to stretch, which we did to lap 96, and look at that, we, I believe, hadn't pressed the request pit stop, so we're frantically trying to find our pit crew, but they are not there, so that was a real annoyance. We wasted a whole lap coming into the pits at the speed limit of 60, so we're going to have to go round again and make another pit stop. Here we are then, we've come in, we've dropped to 4th, but you know, with others possibly making pit stops to come, we think we only need to make 1 pit stop. I didn't think the podium was out of the question. And then we've got a lap 104. This is the crucial point of the race. We're actually up to 3rd, so others have made pit stops, and we're following Nick Nitro, and we just run out of room on the outside. Damage, you can see the front right of that wing. Come into the pits, and we're going to have damage. And then an inexcusable mistake, I didn't set the pit limiter. I floored it, I didn't even notice I was going that quick, and I'd be disqualified. So terrible then, that could have been my first ever AOR podium. Racing at Home actually took the win, very dominant win for him. Bit of a crazy race. We're down to 8th place in the championship of 52 points. We're hoping for a normal race road circuit at Daytona next week on the Wednesday. See you later.